And Craig Murley with the whistles and the stripes today.
Village Manor brings you Hilltopper Hoops today. Bowling Green's only continuing care retirement community. Hilltoppers are in their red jerseys this afternoon and FIU in white jerseys. I don't remember what jerseys they wore yesterday, but I just have a feeling they weren't the same as they're wearing today.
They were blue.
Okay. You wouldn't want to have to wash your jerseys and wear the same one the next day.
They do that a lot, especially at tournament time. You see the managers, as soon as the game's over, they're gathering them up, heading to the laundromat.
Abassi wins the tip, and the Hilltoppers have it first. They'll work it from left to right here in the opening half on John Oldham Court. FIU played nothing but a man yesterday. Rick feels like they may come out and play a little zone today. We'll see. Here is McKnight to the top of the key. Overhead pass coming on the right wing to Hollingsworth. Fakes right, comes left. Up on Banks, goes up and under, and Kerrigan blocked his shot. He averages almost 3 blocks a game. It's retrieved on the dead sprint by Davis. Cross court to the Brewer. Underhands it behind him to an open three-point shooter, Lovett, and he drills it. And FIU, who did not lead for a single second yesterday, is up 3-0. Here's the pressure on McKnight. Long pass to Williams. Breaks it 3-on-2. Right corner, Tavion. Dribble drive to the right block for Leaner. Down. The mid-range master drops in his first 2.
Nice soft touch. That's can't express how difficult that is to shoot on the fly like that. When your momentum's carrying you one direction, you're trying to shoot the ball the other way.
Brewer missed a shot in the paint. Tops are running 5-on-4. Hollingsworth cross court to DeRalls, who attempted 8 threes yesterday. Nails that three-pointer. He wasn't respected by Lovett. He pumped. Lovett didn't go for it, so he didn't. Stuck it right between his eyes. And Rawls hits his 17th three of the year. And the Hilltoppers are winning 5-3.
Rawls made 3 of them yesterday. The best part of his game, I thought, was 5 assists and no turnovers.
Exactly right. In the corner for Lovett, 3 over Williams. Off the iron, rebounded by Bassi. Bassi giving up on the left side to Rawls, and he threw it away. He had Rawls on his left. He had McKnight on his left. So Bassi felt like, well, if I bounce one over there somewhere in their direction, one of the two will catch it. Wrong answer.
That's like shooting into a flock of birds. You don't shoot at the flock, you got to shoot at a bird. He was just throwing it to the flock.
Yeah, it did not work out. Bassi did not have a turnover yesterday, and that's really the thing he needs to improve. But when there's a drive to the hole, Bassi blocked the shot after he intimidated the first one. Holy moly, what a block shot.
Quick recovery on that.
He intimidated the driver, Banks, went up to try to block the shot, didn't, and then it was dished to Kerrigan. The center went up for the shot, and Bassi blocked that one. Low to Bassi on Kerrigan, and the bucket before slip at the bottom of the iron. And it's pulled down in backcourt by FIU.
I think Kerrigan got a piece of it.
The 2 best shot blockers in Conference USA, Kerrigan and Bassi. Here's a three-pointer from Davis, left side. Bullseye. FIU winning 6-5. They've hit a pair of threes. They hit 10 yesterday in 31 tries, and that's exactly what they average per game for the year. Davis pulling Hollingsworth in backcourt with a chest bump. Gives it up now to McKnight. He's guarded by the shorter Brewer. 17:20 to play in the opening half. FIU winning 6-5. Carson Williams deep on the left wing, top of the key to Bassi. Dribbles it to his left, hands it off to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth stepping into the paint, back behind him to Williams on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Out in front to Rawls. Rawls coming right with the dribble, has to shoot a fall-away prayer. It's an air ball, and it's a shot clock violation. And the Panthers, who struggled mightily this year on defense, are able to earn themselves a possession because of a shot clock violation. Apparently, yeah, the 3 officials are now visiting, and it did not hit the rim.
They were signaling either shot clock violation or they all 3 had headaches. I'm not sure. But second turnover for the Hilltoppers. They just had 1 in the entire first half yesterday.
In each of the last 6 games, FIU's defense has allowed between 75 and 90 points. Or 91 points. Hilltoppers had 91 yesterday. Brewer, jump pass coming right side for Lovett, bomb over Rawls. It is a little long. McKnight springing high for the rebound. Has to be one of college basketball's best 6'1" rebounders. Hollingsworth pulls up on a 12-footer in the right wing and shot it over Banks and in. 2 pull-ups for Hollingsworth. That's a good sign, Hal.
Yes, first one on the move. That one was just a straight-up square up and knocked it down from about 12.
7-6, Hilltoppers in front by 1. Kerrigan will launch a line drive 3, never higher than the rim, and it bangs in and out, and it's knocked away by Lovett, who tried to rebound the missed shot. That flat was a shot of stale beer.
I'm telling you, it looked like he was throwing darts.
Rawls in backcourt to McKnight. Panthers are guarding him full court, man to man. Davion takes his time. Davion takes his time to McKnight. Had a fan plead with me. Please don't call him Davion and Tavion. Go to McKnight and Hollingsworth, please. Cross court right side to Hollingsworth. Baseline jumper from 12. Out a little long. Rebound, Williams. One dribble back up and in. Offensive rebound basket off to the miss, and Williams shovels it in for a 9-6 tops lead. We played 4 minutes.
Good use of that wide body to keep the shot blocker away from it, using that offhand.
Lovett from the left wing penetrates to the block, and Williams reached in and punched it off his leg out of bounds for an FIU turnover. We played 4 minutes and 8 seconds. WKU winning 9-6 over the Panthers. This is the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield IMG College, and also on ESPN+. U.S. Bank is proud to be the exclusive banking cornerstone partner of Western Kentucky University Athletics. And after the game is over, Hal Schmidt will decide who the U.S. Bank Hilltopper player of the game will be. Yesterday, it was Charles Bassey for his 14th double-double of the year and his 34th double-double in 64 career games on the Hill.
It's a very easy job. Usually that person identifies himself throughout the game, and all I have to do is point it out. Oh, the old shoe tying trick on there on defense, though. Hilltopper play from years back.
He's pulling a Clarence Glover. That would be the FIU defender, Eric Lovett. Glover's play was in a much more important game.
Yes.
The great game against Jacksonville in the NCAA Tournament in South Bend, Indiana, to beat Jacksonville. They later went on to play in the Final Four. And it's 50 years later, Hal.
Yes, it is.
Here is McKnight, left to the key. Jump pass, and he got it in the air, committed himself, and threw it away. It's picked off by Banks. He throws it front court for a layup. Lovett caught it and laid it in. 5 points for Lovett. Hilltoppers with a turnover. They've had 3 right now. They only had 1 in the first half yesterday. It's 9-8, tops by 1. Rawls takes the catch from McKnight, runner from the foul line. Good! He left his feet from just inside the foul line. Now, Dr. J did that at the All-Star game years gone by and dunked it. That time he pulled up for about a 10-footer.
I thought he had Carson Williams in his sights. He was coming in on that left block, but he just lofted the soft J and it went through for him.
Grower missed the shot. Hollingsworth rebounded the ball. Tavion with 6 rebounds yesterday. Lob it low inside to Bassey for an easy basket. He had Wilcox pinned under the rim, and Wilcox is 6'5", and Charles lays it in for his first 2 points. So the Hilltoppers are winning 13-8 with 14:49 to go. Charles
did the work well before receiving that ball, and that was working his defender up the lane to get him on his hip and keep him pinned there, and the rest of it was Tavion just putting the pass where he needed it.
Lovett right on the edge of the red towel at half court to the foul line. Bassey slows him down, bounces it down in deep. It's caught there by Banks, dribbles out on behind the three-point line, drops it down inside, and it's laid up and in. That's a nifty pass from Banks to the cutting Davis.
Well, Davis got the ball up quickly. He knew Charles Bassey was patrolling down there in the paint, and he got the ball up on the glass fast.
Western Kentucky University 13, FIU 10, 14-12 to play first half. Hollingsworth, long range right side. Between the legs dribbled against Tevin Brewer. Over now on the left wing to McKnight. Back out top to Rawls, making the second start of the season with Josh Anderson out with an ankle sprain. We hope he'll be back Friday against Old Dominion. Baseline left to Bassey, into the paint, had it knocked away, got it back, went to the foul line, shot it after the buzzer, and it's a second shot clock violation of the half against FIU.
Well, I appreciate being disciplined and looking for the good shots, but boy, you got to be aware of where that clock is and get it up a little quicker. Looks like Rawls is wearing Pittsburgh Steelers shoes today.
Wonder if his dad brought those over from Chattanooga. That's also Chattanooga moccasin yellow.
Oh, that could be.
Corcoran in the game for the Panthers. He is a guard, 6'1" junior. Now on the perimeter on the right side to Banks. Now Wilcox, foul line extended, right side pass, knocked left of Knight, but it went right back to Wilcox. Throws it in the corner. Corcoran air ball to 3. Inside position, but the putback shot was blocked by Bassey. Here's a throw on the other end of the right wing to Tavion, dribbling in, squaring up, turning around, shoot it, make it. I mean, he made me dizzy just watching him. And he hit the jump shot, and Hollingsworth has 6. It's 15-10. Davis thought he had a layup on that missed shot. He caught it, put it up. There was the long arm of the law. Bassey to swat it back at him.
Bassey's got 2 blocks already. He had 1 all of yesterday's game.
Tough to block shots when teams shoot 33-pointers.
That's true.
There's a drive to the basket and a foul. Davis is fouled in the shot up. And it'll be 2 shots for Davis.
Which will match their 2 shots from all of yesterday. They went to the line 2. WKU a lot more right now. They get to the line first this game.
Bassey now has 160 career block shots. in his 65th game. One more to tie El Grace Wilburn for 5th all-time in a career. Shot is up and off the rim, and it stuck. It stuck.
I've never seen that. I mean, I've seen ball stick before, but I've not from a free throw.
It has Gorilla Glue on it.
It looked like it. I mean, one bounce and then it lodged itself between the rim and the glass. I just don't know how that's possible. But we witnessed it right here, folks.
Charles had to jump up and tip it off the rim. It was stuck between the rim and backboard.
That ranks right up there with the Major League triple play I witnessed and 2 no-hitters I've seen in Major League Baseball. So rarities continue to mount up in sports world for me.
Davis hits 1 of 2. He's a 91% free throw shooter. So he stuck a free throw, and he's a 91% free throw shooter. Cooper now in the game to really crowd him. Top of the key to Rawls in the left corner. Here's Kevin Osalwe, who just checked in, and he missed it. Massey trying to grab the rebound. Good block out by Kerrigan to prevent him from doing so. And his teammate Paytar grabbed the board. Here come the Panthers, and on the right wing is Davis. Dribbles to the foul line on Bassey, stops, leans in. No good. Bassey blocked the shot. That's his 3rd block. Rawls lost the ball, though, in the open court. Hawkins back on the left side. He'll bomb a wide open 3. Short. And it is in the corner. Hawkins gets it back. Cross-court pass to Kokorin. 12:14 to go in his first half. WKU by 4, 15-11 over the Panthers. Kokorin on the right wing to the foul line. Cut off by Osalwe, who had 9 points and 7 rebounds yesterday. Good performance for him. Paytar had a shot blocked in the corner by Cooper.
He got one yesterday, too. Cooper did.
Cooper down the right sideline, lobs a 20-foot pass to Bass. You caught it and laid it in. How about that pass from Cooper?
Well, it was bold, first of all. Kerrigan was there, but Kerrigan couldn't get his balance to go up and challenge that pass.
Here's Davis, left wing, the transfer from UT San Antonio. Hilltoppers did not play the Roadrunners this season. Davis gets the ball back on the left wing again, shoots it over Bassey and misses it long, rebounded by Rawls. Here's Rawls down the left sideline, wearing the red headband today. Dribbles it to the block, dumps it to Bassey, a good catch. And as he goes up for a shot, Hawkins reached in and swatted the ball away.
Kevin Osalwe is sporting a new device today. I don't know if you noticed that, but he's got a red mouthpiece in after losing part of a tooth yesterday.
He did not want to leave the game. He stayed in and played, and he won some brownie points from Rick for that display. 11:22 to go in a half. We have a media break. Hilltoppers up 6, 17-11. This is the Hilltopper Sports Network from Deerfield IMG College and on ESPN+. We're at Diddle Arena on this Monday afternoon for our TV radio simulcast. FIU, coached by Jeremy Bowler, done a good job at the Miami University. 39 wins the last 2 years combined, and that's a program record. This year, struggling, however.
Well, he's had some players defect and caused some issues for him, but I think he's building the program in the right way down there. In a program that doesn't really put a lot of emphasis on basketball.
2 years ago, FIU beat the Hilltoppers twice in the regular season. Rawls right wing, Osalwe faked the jump shot. Out top to Cooper. Cooper goes baseline left to Milton, who just checked in, drives into a double team, and the shot was blocked. Kokorin, I should say Kerrigan, ate him up on that one. That was an open invitation. You come right at me, Milton. And Kerrigan blocked his shot. 6'9".
Milton's learning the ropes a little bit. He's a freshman and trying to feel his way around the game a little bit. Sometimes a little more aggressive than he needs to be.
Paytar on the right side, left of the key to Lovett. Here comes the muscular forward to the top of the key. Back on the right wing to Brewer. Brewer penetrates in the corner for a Paytar 3. It's off the iron. Bassey rips it down. That's the outlet to the Cooper. Hilltoppers are running. Milton front court, left wing, left corner, Osalwe. That's his favorite spot to shoot. Passed it up to Cooper out front. Cooper now backs it up deep on the right to Rawls. Rawls yesterday had an 11-point game. 8th time he scored more than 10 this year off the bench. Started yesterday. Low to Osalwe, out top to Cooper. Fake the 3, steps it only back into Osalwe. There's that left corner 3. Off the back of the iron. Bassey tips, Bassey retrieves, and then Bassey's mugged. Dumont Kerrigan, who is out of a high school in Boston, Massachusetts that Patrick Ewing went to, fouled him.
Kerrigan had inside position on Bassey, but a kind bounce for the Hilltoppers. Put that rebound out a little further than it normally would go. That's how Bassey was able to get his hand on it and get fouled.
We're trying to get Carson Williams in it in time, and Will and Bassey will check out with 10:19 to go in the half. On and off the field, Atmos Energy is a big fan of the Hilltoppers and the communities they serve. Their employees live here, support local causes, and cheer for their favorite teams. Atmos Energy is proud to be a part of the community and to be your natural gas company. Carson Williams takes a catch right at a key in front court. Hilltoppers winning by 6, 17-11 over FIU with 10-12 to go. Rawls with a bomb. Oh, my goodness. A South Central Bank 3 from Rawls. He's lighting it up against the Panthers the last couple of days from deep. South Central Bank is home to the official debit card of WKU Athletics. It's a 20-11 lead and a moving screen on FIU in front court.
Would have been on Kerrigan.
Second foul on the center for FIU. They are not nearly the defensive team when he is not on the floor. Rawls will lead with 8.
If you look at Coach Jeremy Ballard's picture in their press guide, looks a little different than he does now, doesn't he, Randy?
He's let his hair grow out.
He's let it go. Let your hair hang down, Jeremy.
He went to Cornell University. He's from the Shaka Smart coaching tree. Bad pass forced by Cooper.
Terrible.
Here is Brewer front court, going hard to the hole, put up the shot inside, missed it in traffic, but it was tipped in by Wilcox. Hilltoppers 20, WKU 13. Cooper's only had, 9 straight games, Hal, he's played without making more than 1 turnover in a game.
Yep, he's got his only one then for the day that he should have. Tops with 5 early in this one.
Cooper, deep on the right, goes in the corner to Hollingsworth, back out to Cooper, toes up a 3, and the lefty misses short and off to the left. It's punched out of bounds by Lovett, who dove for the ball. Good hustle from the senior out of Jonesboro, Georgia. 9:19 to play in this first half. Western Kentucky University leading by 7. 20-13, Isaiah Banks is back in. He had 17 in the game against the Hilltoppers a couple of years ago, a career high for him. He's in, he's out of Georgia.
Tells me a lot about a kid when their team is 9-16 and he's laying out for a pass on the sideline, sacrificing that knee skin.
Laying out rather than going in the transfer portal. Milton threw a low, hard pass below the knees of Hollingsworth, who needed a first base glove to pick that one up, and it rolled between his legs and went out of bounds.
Right through the croquet wickets.
That one got away from Milton. And Rick will talk to Kylan. Kylan, I think he just needs to turn down his speed just a little bit.
Well, you'd rather have a player like that than one that's passive. Milton is anything but passive. He is, he's wide open, man. The world is his oyster, and he's going after every opportunity he gets.
How many cups of coffee does he have before a game?
Ooh, I don't know.
Brewer between the rings after the turnover, dribbles it from right to left to the wing. Crouching dribble goes inside there to the big Wilcox. Hook shot over Williams is a beauty. 4 points for Dante Wilcox. And with 8:41 to go in the first half, the Hilltopper leads at 5, 20-15. Rawls in between the circles to Hollingsworth on the right wing to Cooper. They're fronting Williams inside. Bassey's not in the game right now. Here is Solway in the corner to Rawls. Why not? Another 3. Nope. Backside board pulled down by Davis of FIU. Now to Brewer. He's a nifty passer. Dribbles to the foul line. Brings it back out on the right wing, guarded there by Cooper. Goes back in the corner to Banks. Back in the wing to Wilcox. Hands it back to Banks at the top of the key. Love on the left side. Shoots it over Tavian. It's off to the right. No good. Carson Williams springs high for the rebound. Yesterday, the Hilltoppers out-rebounded the Panthers by 21, 51-30, and right now they are up 5.
+5. Offensive boards, however, Florida International +1 on the tops.
Here is Williams out front, spots up for a 3, faked it again. Why not? Shooting it. Long and off to the right side. Thought about that one too much.
Yep.
Lovett rebounded it to Brewer now, and Brewer will bring it front court, guarded by Cooper over the left side to Davis. He's wide open. They backed off, and he fires, and he makes. He faked the pass, and the Hilltoppers backed off, and Rashad Davis, who shoots 29%, drilled it, and the Panthers are within 2, 20-18, with 7:25 to go in the first half.
Tops on about a 2.5-minute, approaching 3-minute dry spell.
Hilltoppers have made 9 of 19 shots. They've only been to the foul line. Let's see what. Not been there yet today. They shot 22 yesterday. Here's a Solway around to the right to Rawls. Faking right, coming left. Stop, shoots a 3, and it is short. Davis rips it down. Now to Brewer.
Fall in love with the 3 all of a sudden. They missed 3 consecutive trips down and missed 3-pointers.
Brewer deep on the left to Davis, in the corner to Lovett. Lovett dribbles it to the top of the key, and Williams switches off on him. Cross-court pass intercepted by Tavian. Up the left sideline he comes. Tavian attacking Lovett, lays it up, contact. No harm, no foul apparently, and he put it in somehow, some way.
I think the officials weren't going to bite into the fact that Lovell at 6'5", 200 pounds was going to be easily knocked down like that by Tavion Hollingsworth.
That's Hollingsworth, 146th career steal. He's now 7th all-time with Darius Hall. And a nice drive by Banks and lays it in off the right side of the window from the right block. It's now 22-20. Hilltoppers by 2. 6:19 to play first half. Rolls up the left sideline. Gets it now to Cooper. Bassey set to come back in for the Hilltoppers.
Still do a media timeout. The under 8. I figured Coach Stansbury was holding Bassey out until then, but Bassey's at the scorer's table, which is going to be a media timeout anyway.
Hollingsworth works to the top of the key with 8 points. Fakes right, comes up with a spin dribble. Put it left-handed, no good. Tie up between 2 strong men, Wilcox and Williams. And the possession will go to FIU after the media break. 5 minutes and 52 seconds left in their first half from Diddle Arena today. Western Kentucky University leading by 2 over the Panthers, 22-20. And this is the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield IMG College and on ESPN+. 5 minutes and 52 seconds left in this first half. FIU to within 2 at 22-20. In yesterday's game, the Hilltoppers led by 18 at halftime. And at this particular juncture of the game, the Hilltoppers were up by 15. So the Panthers playing much better today.
Combination. They're playing better, and the Toppers aren't playing quite as focused and razor sharp like they were in the first half. Again, committing 6 turnovers. To this point, they'd only had 1 yesterday.
FIU brings in 6'6" senior Bernie Andre and 5'11" sophomore Jonathan Nunez. Hilltoppers countering with junior center Charles Bassey after the break. And back in at point guard is Davion McKnight. Panthers have the ball down by 2, 15 on the shot clock, and here's a left wing dribble by Davis to the foul line against Carson Williams.
Toppers in his zone.
Here's Brewer deep on the left side. First time Thompson played zone today. Brewer's in the foul line, needs it deep on the wing for an open look, and Davis misses the 3-point shot. Ripped down, one-handed by Williams. Williams leads the break. Here comes the big man. Bounce pass right side to Hollingsworth on the right wing against Nunez.
I would not want to fight Williams for the last pork chop.
Here is Hollingsworth, slow dribbles it, goes out top to McKnight, left wing to Rawls. Williams posting up inside, Rawls through the baseline, back in the wing to Williams. He'll dribble, spin to his left. He's on the left block, leans in with the left hand, a little bit of a finger roll, a la George Gervin from days gone by.
A leaner for the big guy. That's not typical of his game, but really under control and patient in that drive.
24-20, and an open 3 from Bernie Andre. It's his first, shooting 20% from 3 this year. It's now 24-23. FIU within 1. 4:40 to go in his first half. Panthers have now made 4 threes. Hilltoppers throw it away looking for Bassey, and WKU has turned it over for the 6th, make it now the 7th time to go along with 4 assists. Just 1 turnover in the first 20 minutes for WKU yesterday. Hilltoppers up by 1, 24-23. Brewer to the foul line, stops. Cross courts it, Andre shoots it again, just made one from there. It's on the rim and in. Back-to-back threes from Andre. And FIU has a 26-24 lead with 4:12 to go in the first half. Panthers have dropped 6 straight and 13 of the last 14. Here's Rawls on the right, down in the corner to Hollingsworth, on the right wing to McKnight.
Got a zone.
Williams, cross court to Rawls. Low to Bassey, jump hook shot from 6, is up and in.
That was FIU's first zone possession defensively.
We now have our first tie at 26, 3:47 to go. Brewer off balance heave from the paint, missed it. McKnight rebounding for WKU. McKnight left side to Hollingsworth, fake the 3-point jumper. He will fire it out front to Rawls. Rawls sends it over in the right wing to McKnight. Cross courts it against the zone in the corner for Tavion jumper. Shot it short, Bassey missed the tip. Pulled down by Andre. Andre now to Brewer. Brewer flying front corner, McKnight went right by him. Led it up and around and in. Brewer is speedy off the dribble, and FIU leads at 28-26 with 3:19 left in the first half. Here's Hollingsworth, front court right wing. Hollingsworth 4 for 8 today, 5 for 12 in his last 2 games. Averaging 15 over his last 4. Rawls deep on the right, in the corner to Hollingsworth, back on the right to McKnight. Out top to Rawls. Hilltoppers carved up the Rice zone here at home a couple of weeks ago. McKnight to the baseline. Nice dump pass to Bassey for a little 3-footer.
Well, that's what you got to do. You got to get inside. You got to disrupt it a little bit off the bounce. And once the defense collapsed, Bassey able to sneak in from the left side for a nice little bounce pass from McKnight.
McKnight with 80 good ones and 43 turnovers this year. Here's a long three by Banks, and he drills it to the right side over by the Hilltopper bench. Panthers now with their biggest first half lead of 3 with 2:30 to go. It's 31-28. Banks with his 10th three of the year. FIU in a 2-3 zone.
FIU has scored 4 of their last 5 shot attempts. So the Tops need to turn the screws down defensively just a little bit.
McKnight in the right corner to Hollingsworth. Out top to McKnight to the foul line. Leans in. Nunez fell down and a charge foul on McKnight. Nunez wasn't square to take that charge, but McKnight did lower the shoulder a little and committed a foul, and we have a media break with 2:10 to go in the first half. FIU leading the Tops 31-28. This is the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield IMG College and on ESPN+. The Hilltoppers have led by as many as 9 in this first half at 20-11, and right now they trail by 3, 31-28. With 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the opening half from Diddle Arena.
This Hilltopper men's basketball season is being presented by Planet Fitness, Bowling Green's original judgment-free zone.
And at this juncture of the season, you would have to call it a success. The Hilltoppers are 16-5 overall and 9-2 in conference play. But right now they trail FIU by 3. 2 minutes to go in the first half after beating the Panthers yesterday 91-58. Here's Brewer, left to the key with a dribble, cross courts it to Davis. Davis fires it in the corner, and it's tipped by Cooper, and then goes off of Brewer. Brewer pleading his case. The official on the play then asked for help. The official on the other side of the court overruled Hal.
Had a good view of it, I guess, 30 feet away. Nonetheless, Panthers will inbound on the sidelines right in front of us.
Cooper was not complaining that he didn't tip it, but he thought Brewer touched it after the tip. Davis barrels into the paint, leans in on Williams, puts up a shot, and a traveling violation. Those two have the same body.
Yeah,
Davis and Williams. Just switch jerseys and they're the same person.
Wait, what a difference the day makes. Randy, yesterday at this time, Tops have been to the free throw line a bunch and only had 1 turnover. Today, 8 turnovers and yet to get to the free throw line. What does that tell you?
There's a backcourt foul on Brewer, mugging Cooper off the dribble. First foul on Brewer. Panthers aren't fouling today while defending, and WKU, well, good boy. Cooper's very fortunate that was not an offensive foul as I watched that replay.
Yeah, he definitely extended his left arm off the dribble, but I believe it was after the foul.
Cooper up on the right sideline to Williams. Out top to Bassey. Swing it left side to Rawls. Williams posting up inside. They're fronting him today. He goes cross court in the right corner to Cooper. Here comes the senior guard. He travels. He takes to the baseline for the Hilltoppers' 9th first half turnover. As Davis walks by Cooper, who just committed the turnover, the FIU guard patted him on the chest.
FIU averages almost 15 turnovers a game. They've got 4 this half. So very lax defensively by the Hilltoppers.
Brewer deep to Davis. Left wing now to Banks, dribbles to the top of the key, goes over to the right side for a Brewer 3.
Block.
Cooper tips it. That's Cooper's second block, and it's Bassey's falling out of bounds. He saves it inbounds to Rawls. Rawls right side to Hollingsworth. Big man's getting up now to join his troops. Tavion in the paint had it knocked away. Nunez picks it up. Nunez on a 3-on-2 for FIU. Nunez dribbled off his kneecap. Goes in the corner to Davis. Cooper's on him. Big mismatch there. Davis could bury him inside if he wants to take him there. And a whistle. And FIU will ask for a timeout with 42 seconds left in the half. Hilltoppers now have 10 turnovers as they trail FIU 31-28.
Well, that's where they were turnover-wise in the loss at Houston on Thursday night. Again, the sharp contrast to yesterday. Boy, the defense was just so much better by the Hilltoppers on FIU. FIU, man, you got to tip your hat to them. Again,
sure.
Way down this season, but they are scrapping and fighting and making the Toppers earn it. Surely, WKU didn't just think they were going to roll over when they came in here today.
Prairie Farms is Kentucky's dairy. Visit them at prairiefarms.com/coupons and grab your savings today. That's Prairie Farms. FIU 31, WKU 28. It's not a new look team now, but at the outset of the season, 9 transfer players for the Panthers, 6 via the junior college route. 1 freshman, Rashad Davis, a transfer from UTSA. And they have struggled as of late. They've dropped 6 in a row and 13 of their last 14.
When you have that many new faces, it's awfully hard to build chemistry.
Love it in the corner with 6 on the shot clock. Deep to Banks, out at half court to Brewer. Dribbling left to right. Art throws it up on the run. Slammed up board by Banks. Drove it in with the right hand. And now FIU leads it by 5, 33-28 with 15 seconds left to go in the first half.
Toppers have had 3 turnovers in the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds and have not scored a point in that period of time.
In a celebratory mood, FIU knocked over a water bottle, I believe, after that dunk. So they are now wiping up the wet court over in front of the FIU bench, which is on the baseline. And now Rick Stansberry will ask for a timeout. So FIU, a spirited bunch right now. And they have the heavily favored Toppers down by 5 points with 14 seconds left in the first half, 33-28.
Just a crazy season we've seen this time and time again in Conference USA, where schools are playing back-to-back days at the same location rather than going to a different location and having a day between there. So we've seen lots of variance in the scores one day to the next.
Hilltopper Hoops brought to you by Med Center Health. They'll bring you a post-game show today. They're also the official orthopedics and sports medicine partner of WKU Athletics. The first 2 weeks of the season, the Hilltoppers won the first game of 2 in back-to-back days and lost the second one. They lost the second game in Charlotte and the second game here to Louisiana Tech after winning the first, but they did not win those first 2 games in a blowout manner like they did yesterday. Tops can hold for 1, down by 5, 33-28. Rawls, long range right side, low to basket, turn about 8-footer, short, and it's in the corner, and it goes out of bounds. Who? Apparently went out of bounds before the FIU player Lovett raced over and threw it inbounds, because he clearly was out of bounds when he touched it.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, FIU ball back court. They'll get the last shot, 4 seconds to go and a half.
In addition to 10 turnovers, Toppers only with 6 assists this game.
Brewer, front court. Foul line, throws it up in the run, in and out. It looked good and did not go. So the Hilltoppers an inch or 2 away from being down 7. That ball was in the basket and popped out.
The flat-footed Hilltoppers, I tell you what, they let it Brewer go the length of the court and get a really quality look. And he got to do everything but go down for him. It rattled in and popped out.
So Coach Stansberry's been around for a while, and he'll go in at halftime, configuring a way for the Hilltoppers to play better here in the second half and win as anticipated. And we'll be back up.
Welcome back to Diddle Arena on the campus of Western Kentucky University in Bowling Green, Kentucky. The heavily favored host Hilltoppers find themselves down to FIU, 33-28. FIU comes into this one 9-16 overall, 2-14 in league play. The Hilltoppers, after an easy run of it yesterday, don't have the same level of intensity that they did yesterday. Halftime in yesterday's game was 44-26 Hilltoppers. They had an 18-point lead. As mentioned, they find themselves in a 5-point hole. At this point, they'll have a little work to do. So Coach Stansberry, who's been around this game a long time, go to the locker room with his young men and see if he can't circle the troops and get them focused and get their 10th win of the season in league play. So we'll be back and take a look at the first half action, a little more detail, right after this. You're listening to Hilltopper Basketball on ESPN+. Well, welcome back to Diddle Arena, and what a difference a day makes. Yesterday's game between these same 2 teams, the Hilltoppers were enjoying an 18-point lead at the half, 44-26. Today, a little bit different story as FIU takes a 5-point lead into their locker room, 33-28. Hilltoppers, several things of interest show the differential. The bench for WKU is averaging 22 points per game, scoreless to this point. Also turnovers, which have been an issue for the Hilltoppers all season long. 10 of them at the first half, only having 1 yesterday. And also while the Hilltoppers are looking for their 8th win in a row in the league, the rebounds not as strong as they were yesterday. 18-2, Tops with a slight edge on the boards. Points in the paint, again, Toppers up 4 on that one, but there was a big disparity in that yesterday. Rebounds, you can see there, at WKU just +2,
Turnovers, +6. FIU averages nearly 15 a game. Toppers have only turned them over 4 times. 3-point field goals. WKU is shooting 25 clip. That is 2 of 8 from deep. FIU, on the other hand, 6 of 17. And they shoot, obviously, over 50% on the season from deep. And as far as their shot selection is concerned today, it's right on that number. 17 of 34 attempts for the Panthers have been from beyond the arc. Free throws, Toppers have not gotten there. They shot 10 in the first half. They were perfect. 10 of 10 at the stripe in the first half, have not gotten there. FIU has made 1 in 1 trip there, 1 of 2. Leading the way for the Hilltoppers in scoring, there's 3 Hilltoppers with 8 points apiece. That's Jordan Rawls, Tavion Hollingsworth, and Charles Bassey. Carson Williams has 4 points, and no other Hilltopper has scored. Cooper, the other starter in this one, I'm sorry, he was not the starter. Bassey McKnight was the other starter, and he has not scored. A little different story on the FIU side. They're led in scoring by Davis with 9, Banks has 7, Levitt has 5, Andre has 6, and Wilcox has 4, so much more balanced scoring for them. Not shooting a great percentage, but they've gotten 7 more field goal attempts off than have the Hilltoppers. Points in the paint, again, Hilltoppers 18 to 14. Fast break points, almost even. Toppers +1 on the points, on the fast break points. Block party, a little different. Charles Bassey had 1 in the first half. He's got 3 in this one as a team. Both teams have 4. And 3 steals for FIU. They come into this game today averaging about 6.5 steals per game. Assist total very low for the Hilltoppers, only 6 assists. FIU has 7 over the same period of time. Again, Hilltoppers looking to pick up their 8th win in a row in league play to move them to 10-2. They would match Old Dominion's 10-point win total. Old Dominion is in 10-4 right now. North Texas 9-3 in league play. Louisiana Tech, the most wins in league play, at 12-2. So the Hilltoppers, percentage-wise, and with all the cancellations and postponements in league play due to COVID, not going to get all the games made up. So I would assume at this point, and I've not heard anything official, I would assume at this point they're going to go by win percentage in the league. So that puts the Hilltoppers in the driver's seat right now. 82% of their games have gone their way. For Louisiana Tech and North Texas, that number's at 75%. Old Dominion 71%, UAB 69%. So Toppers looking for the top seed in it. They need to finish some business here and get this one won. They will host Old Dominion next weekend. This is a the makeup series, and they will host Old Dominion at 7 o'clock in Diddle Arena Central Time. And then the Saturday game will be a 4 o'clock matchup here in Diddle Arena. So Toppers looking to sweep this series, again, go for their 8th in a row, and they can split the next one. They should be in the driver's seat as far as seeding is concerned. And then the tournament will take place in Frisco, Texas, just north Dallas suburb. That will start on February the 10th, I believe. I'm sorry, March the 10th, and will take place there Tuesday through Saturday of that week. But first, Hilltoppers have to make up some poor play in the first half. They did shoot 48% on 13 of 27. FIU was 13 of 34. We're going to look at some replays, and yesterday we saw replays from the Hilltoppers, who played nearly a flawless first half. This half, different story. You see more of FIU. They played really well. They shot the ball well. They got out on the fast break and scored in a variety of ways. Nice dish inside. Charles Bassey able to block 3 of them, but he can't block them all. And FAU on the glass has been pretty decent. They've gotten 6 offensive boards, which has led to 4 second chance points. Hilltoppers need to play with a little more intensity and see if they can't button that up a little better this half. We're going to get a look at that here in about 3 minutes on the clock before we get back into second half action. So thanks for joining us for halftime. We'll be back with second half play right after this. You're watching ESPN Plus.
We are now set to go in the second half with the Hilltoppers down by 5 right now, 33-28. FIU scored 7 of the game's last 9 points, 2 in the first half.
new addition to the Hilltoppers uniforms on their right sleeve, the right shoulder. They've got a J-O emblem.
And they draw a play up out of the timeout. McKnight on the left wing dumped it into Bassey, who went sprinting from the foul line to the right block. He caught it, laid it up. The ball is pinned against the glass. It's a goaltend, so Bassey scores.
Talking about the patch, J-O in honor of Coach John Oldham and player John Oldham, whose name and number hangs high above the diddle rafters. And the court is named after John Oldham, so good tribute to him, and the players acknowledging his contributions here on the Hill.
Love it down low. Kerrigan did not shoot it over. Bassey, who has 3 first half blocks, out to Davis. It was tipped. Davis gets it back to Lovett for a 3. Swish. Eric Lovett has 8, and the Panthers have their biggest lead, 36-30. This game reminds me a little bit of the game the Hilltoppers lost in Houston. The heavily favored Houston team did not play well down the stretch. Hilltoppers felt good going into halftime. Houston was angry. Role reversal here today. FIU's feeling pretty good about themselves going in as a big underdog, and WKU's angry.
Yeah, let's hope it has the same result if you're a Hilltopper fan. Boom.
Rawls misses the top of the key 3. Williams hustles after the ball and knocks it in backcourt and saves it. Rawls alley third. Bassey caught it. Good. A half-court alley-oop throw from Rawls.
Well, that was a dandy State Farm assist right there, and that assist sponsored by the State Farm agents of Bowling Green, Jonathan McDaniel, Tony Rhodes, J.R. Wade, and Kyle Woosley, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there just like that pass was.
Credit Carson Williams, though, for keeping that possession alive. Davis hard to the hole, up on Bassey, no good. Bassey not only intimidated him, he grabbed the rebound. Now he gets it to Hollingsworth, working at front court, cross court, McKnight, left corner, Rawls open, shoots, hits, a 3-pointer, a South Central Bank 3. South Central Bank has sold the official debit card of WKU Athletics, and Rawls now has 3 threes. 36-35, Panthers lead at 1. They were up by 5 at halftime. We played 2 minutes. Kerrigan deep on the right wing to Banks. Hollingsworth fell down, so it's a walk in the park, and he lays it up and scores with a left-handed layup.
Not much help there. Williams and Bassey allowed the gate to stay open and allowed that layup right at the backboard.
Here's McKnight down the left sideline, pushed by Brewer as he avoided the backcourt double team, and then turned on the Jets and came motoring up right in front of us and was fouled by Brewer. Nobody in any foul difficulty. There weren't a lot of fouls committed in the first half, and the Hilltoppers did not shoot a single first half free throw after shooting 22 in yesterday's win against this same team.
And that's as rare as a blue moon in Kentucky.
Here is McKnight posting up Brewer into the paint for a left-handed hook shot. Blocked, Bassey retrieving it. He's double-teamed. One powerful dribble out to Hollingsworth, right at the key. Down in low, knocked away. Carson gets it back. Fight, puts it up. It's good. He's fouled. It counts. And I guess that's why they call him the working man. Carson Williams lays it in.
Well, he just straps it on and goes to work every day. And boy, that a lot of hands reaching for that loose ball. Carson Williams finds a way to come up with it and get it down for the Toppers. Give them a one-point disadvantage. He can tie it up if he can finish the 3-point play.
That's also Kerrigan's 3rd foul, the FIU center. Williams misses the free throw. So the Hilltoppers stay 1 back, 38-37, 2.5 minutes gone by, second half. Brewer hands it off to Banks in half court against McKnight. Traveling violation, McKnight chest bumped him, and Banks turned it over.
Good job by McKnight there to disrupt it a little bit. McKnight 4 assists, 2 turnovers in the first half.
McKnight grabs it, coming front court, left to the key to the block, face it up and in! He went 3/4 court and laid it in with a left-handed scoop shot. And just like that, WKU's back in front, 39-38. Brewer hits a 28-footer off the dribble.
Just like that, FIU's back in front.
41-39. Brewer hits his first 3. 7 threes for FIU, a 3-on-2. Williams low to Bassey, slammed up! Great pass from Carson Williams.
Very unselfish and good finish by Charles Bassey.
41-41 tie. Here's Brewer, follow away jumper from the left of the key from 12 is up and in. We're playing up and down action right now. FIU by 2. Tavion attacking the bigger Wilcox. It's good. He's fouled. It counts as Wilcox fouls him, trying to block the shot, and the game is tied again at 43.
Well, that was a dandy. And after going the first half, again without shooting a free throw, Toppers will go to the stripe for the 2nd time this half. 2nd time in a row, actually, looking for the 3-point play.
First foul on Wilcox. Hollingsworth trying to give the Hilltoppers a lead. It's 43 apiece, 16:37 to go in the game here at Diddle Arena today. 10 for Hollingsworth. Basse leads with 14. Hollingsworth eyes it, flies it, it rims in. He has 11, and with each made free throw this year, Houghton's Industries is providing $10 to the Houghton's Charity Champions Program. Here is a foul on Wilcox and a legal screen as the Hilltopper defender McKnight was guarding Brewer, and that's a no-no. Foul on Wilcox, his second. Tops get it back with a 1-point lead at 44-43.
14 fouls on FIU.
In less than 4 minutes. McKnight walks it front court, sends it deep on the left wing to Rawls. Low to Williams. Nice play coming around to steal the ball was Levitt. Levitt all the way down to the foul line on the left side. The Banks back in the corner to Levitt. A 3 over Rawls. He's short. Rawls will grab the rebound. Levitt's in his hip pocket. Levitt slips and falls down. It's a 5-on-4. Tavion up front to Rawls. Levitt from behind tipped it. It's up and down in the traveling violation and Rawls. Hilltoppers are screaming that it was tipped. Dwayne Hall, the strength coach for WKU, jumped out of his tennis shoes on the sideline.
He went from, I mean, he's just scarlet right now. What you can see of his face above the mask. He is hot.
Mio coming down the walkway over across from here in section 105.
Coach Stansberry's wife, very vocal in every game.
And we have a media break with 16:02 to go. Hilltoppers up 1 right now, 44-43. This is the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield IMG College and ESPN Plus. To our simulcast of WKU basketball at Diddle Arena, our Legends feature. Right now, Charles Basse with 4 blocks today has 162. He just moved past El Grace Wilborn for 5th place all-time in Hilltopper history, and El Grace Wilborn is our legend feature today. A great shot blocker, and really a crowd favorite when he was here.
El Grace was just great. He played 2 years on the Hill, transferred from Tennessee, sat a year, and then played, but he was a tremendous leaper. At 6'9", had a big, strong body. Quiet kid. You just never heard much of him out. He let his game do the talking, and he was featured more, I would imagine, I don't see a stat on it, but more on SportsCenter plays of the day than anybody, on putbacks predominantly. He was an explosive leaper and really played well in 2 years as a Hilltopper, and then played a stint with the Globetrotters after that.
After the timeout, the Hilltoppers come out at a 2-3 zone, and Banks drives in toward Basse, missed the shot. Hilltoppers grabbed the rebound, and a foul was called on Dante Wilcox of FIU. To complete the El Grace Wilborn stories, we go to another media break. We'll get that after the timeout, so we'll take a break first. More on El Grace later. This is the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield IMG College and ESPN Plus. A Monday afternoon game. FIU needs to catch a flight to get home tonight. That's why we're playing today at noon Central Standard Time. More on the El Grace Wilborn story. For his career in his 2 years here, he averaged 2.7 blocks per game. That is the all-time Hilltopper individual record since the block shots were, they started counting them as a record. Charles Basse's number 2 all-time here at WKU with 2.4 blocks per game.
Wilborn not a great offensive threat. Again, most of his points came on putbacks and offensive rebounds going to work in there. He had a terrible shot, so anything beyond 5 feet, he was really not effective, but he contributed to the game in a variety of other ways.
FIU coming out of the zone. McKnight lobs it inside to Basse, threw it over his head. A little too high, and McKnight has his 3rd turnover. Charles had good post-up position, but the pass was just thrown a little bit too far.
Yeah, but I don't think Charles was able to get in a position to really explode to that pass either. I don't think the pass was that bad. Charles just not able to go track it down.
Panthers coming front court down by 1 right now. Hilltoppers in a 2-3 zone. Brewer bouncing it left side to Levitt. Levitt backs up to Brewer on the edge of the red towel. Here comes a lightning quick guard. He throws it over, and Tavion kicked it. Looked like Pele.
It's like 2 high school teams right now, both playing zone. You don't see that very often. Coach Stansberry definitely uses it sparingly, and FIU didn't use it at all yesterday.
They did not.
Jeremy Ballard has shown it a few possessions this time for his Panthers.
Coach Stansberry thought they would play some zone today since the Hilltoppers lit it up at 91 yesterday. Here's Levitt. He's tripped and fouled by Hollingsworth out front. That's kneecap to kneecap. First foul on the Hilltopper, 6'2", 160-pound senior.
How would you describe Tavion's tennis shoes today? Kind of a psychedelic pastel.
Don't match. That's what don't match. They don't match one another, or do they?
Well, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, I don't think they match one another. Maybe that's the intention. Brewer spinning around out front, gives it to Lovett. 28-foot bomb. It is long, and Bassey with his 2 hands up above the rim. He falls down as he grabs the rebound, but he's okay. Rolls front court, left wing to the right wing to Tavion. He's at the foul line. He's in the lane for a 6-footer. Down! The mid-range master now has 13.
And Tavion was good offensively early in that first half, but kind of quiet the second half of the first half.
46-43, WKU by 3. 6 minutes gone by in the half. Brewer has the ball at the top of the key against McKnight's man-to-man. Bassey comes out and helps. Here is Davis on the left wing to the dribble to the foul line. Bassey helps out on him as well. Davis travels all over the place. That was a Euro step and a half. Put up the shot, and it's blocked out of bounds by Bassey. I believe that's Bassey's 5th block.
I'll tell you that here in just a second. You're correct.
66 now in the year to lead Conference USA. He came in 3rd in the nation in blocks per game. Kokorin throws it deep on the right wing. Kokorin gets it back down in the right corner. Throws up a prayer with the shot clock expiring. He missed it, but Bassey mistimed his leap, and it goes off his fingertips, and it rolls back to FIU, and Hawkins has it out at half court. Hawkins hasn't played much today. He's a 3-point bomber. Kokorin picks it up. Here's Hawkins, 30-footer. Missed it wide to the right. Bassey tipped it to his teammate McKnight. Here's McKnight front court, head up with a dribble behind the back. Move, gives it up now to Tavion. Wide open, set, shoots a 3. Write it down.
So he had plenty of time to consider that one, didn't he?
13-15 left, and now WKU leads it by 6, 49-43. Their biggest lead of the game was 9 at 20-11. 16 for Hollingsworth. Here's Kokorin trying to get by Tavion. Couldn't do it. McKnight helped out, punched it away. Tavion and hands it to Rawls. Back to Tavion. Back to Rawls. 3-pointer airborne. Missed it short. Rebounded by Tavion. Spins in the middle. Little 8-footer up and in. Holy moly. What a move after the rebound from Tavion. And a timeout called by FIU.
Man, that was a quick spin, wasn't it? Woo. Tavion Hollingsworth getting it done on the offensive end.
WKU has now outscored FIU by, 13 in the second half. And we've only played 7 minutes and 10 seconds. Hollingsworth having a special second half here at John Oldham Court. He has a 10-point half and 18 in the game.
It's that's a little higher than he scored, and I can't remember. I mean, Tavion's always good offensively, but it's been a while since he scored 18.
His last 20-point game was against Charlotte, the second game of the conference season, when he basically scored every possession down the court late in that game to win into overtime. His highest scoring game since then is today with 18.
There you go.
Yeah.
I watched that game on TV, unfortunately.
That was one that got away. 7-point lead with 2 minutes to go in regulation, and Hilltoppers dropped it in overtime. Just the 5th time in Rick Stansberry's coaching career at WKU, they lost a game when they had a lead with 5 minutes to go. It's 51-43. Jump pass coming left side for a 3-pointer by Davis. It's a line driver, and it's no good, and Bassey retrieving it with a rebound. Bassey looks like he's going to get another double-double today. 14 points and 7 rebounds right now with a handful of blocked shots. Bassey has it out front. They dare him to shoot. He will. He misses it to the left side. Banks for the rebound. Banks gives it out to Davis. Gives it up to the point guard, Brewer. Here comes Brewer out of Fort Smith, Arkansas. Darts to the hole. Cannot shoot it because Bassey was there. Throws it in the corner. And Kokorin's 3 is no good. And Bassey went up over the rim and grabbed it.
I believe in the Florida International bench came alive. They thought it was basket interference, and I'm not sure they don't have a valid complaint.
His elbows were over the rim as he took it off the rim, as it bounced off the iron. McKnight has the ball at center court, dribbles it from right to left. He stopped, he's in the paint, switching to his left for a flip shot with left hand. It's up and in. Good, James Harden shoots at a time or two in the NBA.
Well, he's just more muscular than his defending counterpart for FIU and able to just work that shot to his advantage.
Tops by 10. A running hook shot is up and in from Rashad Davis. He has 11. 53-44. He took it from left to right with the dribble and put it in over the leaping Bassey. Hilltoppers now by 8 points over FIU. They hand it off to Hollingsworth, who scored 18 points this afternoon. He'll dribble to the foul line, back deep to Bassey, fake the 17-footer, dribbles into the paint, it's knocked away. Hollingsworth gets it back on the left baseline for a 1-foot jumper. He raised 1 foot in the air, kept the other one down, and then shot it and made it. And Hollingsworth has 20 today. What do you call that shot, Hal?
Just opportunist. Hawkins didn't get up on him. He was playing him for the drive, and Tavion just elevated off the 1 foot, kind of a fallback, and was able to stick that one down.
Brewer missed a jumper for FIU, rebounded by McKnight. Hollingsworth comes front court fielding it today, and he's fouled off the dribble by the defender, Hawkins, on the baseline. And right now, the Panthers have 6 second-half team fouls. We'll take a break, media break, 10:49 remaining. Hilltoppers are up 10, 55-45 on the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield IMG College and on ESPN+. He's a tremendous volleyball player. They're at Marshall today, Hal, and right now it's a set apiece in Huntington.
Well, Marshall beat them in the first set. That has happened rarely. Losing a set, that's what I'm talking about. WKU is dominant right now in Conference USA.
And our student spotlight is brought to you by Franklin Bank and Trust, your hometown bank since 1958. Here's a drive by Tavion. Fires a fastball to Asalway. Caught it on the left block to Cooper. Out top now with a dribble drive by Rawls for a runner. Up off the iron end, no good. Williams crashing into Nunez as they both grab the ball, and a foul is called on the Hilltopper forward, Carson Williams. And that is the first foul on Carson Williams today.
Second team foul on the Toppers this half. As you mentioned, FIU is 6 right now, 16 fouls.
WKU playing without Luke Frampton and Josh Anderson today. That's a long three that's missed by Lovett. Retrieved by Cooper up on the left sideline to the 20-point scorer, Hollingsworth. It's his third 20-point game of the year. He shakes and bakes to the baseline. He's in a triple team. Throws it low to Williams, goes up for a block, and he's met. He missed the shot. The tip is missed by Asalway. It's on the floor. Carson and Asalway reaching in on the fallen Panther, and they tie him up.
Heavy action right there. I tell you what, Carson met his match in the middle on that shot block, and Asalway couldn't get a clean look at it on the putback. So FIU will maintain possession after the tie ball.
Panthers aren't out of this one yet. They're down by 10. 9:50 to go. Here's Brewer. Over now on the right side to Banks. Back to Brewer between the rings. Here's Nunez dribbling in for the left wing, and it's stolen by Kenny Cooper. He's got Hollingsworth on the left wing. Cooper's on the right wing. Cooper out top to Rawls, who's wide open and shoots a three. Swish!
Jordan Rawls shooting the ball very well this afternoon. 4 of 8 from deep, 5 of 11 from the field in this game. Better than yesterday. He made 3 threes.
58-45, and a low pass is fumbled by Kerrigan, the center on the right block. It was a low delivery from the dribbling Lovett, and it's an FIU turnover. Rawls with 14 as he makes his second start of the season. Hollingsworth leads away with 20. Bassey has 14 as well. Rawls' high point game this year is 20, and that was at Alabama in that big win.
Toppers bench averages 22 a game. They've yet to get a point from any bench player.
Rawls goes to the free throw line now in front court as McKnight runs the show. McKnight back to Rawls at the top of the key. Fires it in low, forced it. Bassey made the catch in a double team, and then a whistle. Be a foul on FIU. Then it'll be on Bernie Andre.
That'll be bonus time.
Bassey, who missed 4 of 5 free throws in yesterday's game, is at the free throw line today for the first time. Still over 70%. It's a 1-and-1. He has 14 today. He's averaging 17.5. And he will fire and roll it in. That's his 15th point. WKU now by 14, 59-45, and Houchins Industries donates $10 for every made Hilltopper free throw this year to the Charity Champions program. And Bassey's perfect. Back to his usual form, Hal.
Yes, sir.
9 minutes to go, 15-point lead.
Bassey 1 rebound away from a double-double and 5 blocks away from a triple-double.
Here is Banks to the foul line to the right block. Leans in, puts up the shot, around that out, no good. Bassey rebounding, got it knocked away from behind, but a foul on Isaiah Banks.
And back to the free throw line he'll go.
Now that you brought up a triple-double, Orlando Mendez-Valdez had that triple-double on New Year's Day against Troy in 2010. 7, 8, Yeah, that had been 2009. My apologies. We wish Orlando Mendez-Valdez a speedy recovery. He had surgery, I believe it was Wednesday of this week or Tuesday. He had fallen off a 13-foot ladder. And he has had some leg surgery, and we hope he'll be back for a speedy recovery. Bassey hits the free throw.
I saw a picture of him. He looked like he was in an MMA fight. I tell you what, he was bruised up and pretty banged up. So Orlando, one of the great ones in WKU, senior year, was an All-American.
Bassey's perfect with back-to-back free throws. Now the Hilltoppers have extended their lead to 17 at 62-45. We'd mentioned the comparison to the Houston game. Same thing happening here in this game, isn't it?
Well, yes, indeed, and it's very accurate. Toppers had a little something to prove, as did Houston Thursday when they found themselves only up 1 on the Tops.
Love it. Misses a long three. Hilltoppers crashing the boards, and Hollingsworth picks it up near in the right corner. Here's Cooper, front court, left corner, Osalwe. Kevin back down deep to Cooper. 8:22 to go in the game. Cooper shaking and baking out there, but he can't get by Lovett wearing those bright orange tennis shoes. Cooper gets a pick from Bassey, dribbles to the left wing. Shot clock is down to 10. Goes cross court to McKnight on the right wing. He fakes right and goes left and travel.
14th Topper turnover of the afternoon. It's 4 this half.
And McKnight has 3 turnovers. Nearing the 8-minute mark, 8:07 to go in this second half. And the 6'4" guard for Montenegro, Petar, checks in.
You didn't cue me in time. That's
Okay.
Kravakovic.
There you go.
Gesundheit.
Here's Brewer, long range right side. Cross courts it. Dribble drive by Davis to the baseline. Now spins to his right, cut off nicely by Osalwe. Deep to Brewer for a heave. He misses it. There's Hollingsworth to wrap it up. 6 rebounds for Hollingsworth. He had 6 yesterday. Crossing over, stopping at the foul line, deep to Bassey. Take the handoff, goes in the corner and a bounce pass to Osalwe. Here comes the 6'7" junior, swings it out top to Hollingsworth, right wing to Cooper against his man-to-man. Alley-oop to Osalwe, and as he goes up for a shot, he was held a little bit by Petar.
Kravakovic. Oh, heck with it. Go to the break.
Petar held him, but no foul, and it's out of bounds to FIU. We should have practiced this more. 7:26 to go. Hilltoppers up by 17. This is the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield IMG College and ESPN+. Dr. Caboni may or may not be here in real life. We do see his cardboard cutout with his beautiful wife to his right. And with 7:26 to go, the Hilltoppers have outscored the FIU Panthers 34-12 in the second half to lead it 62-45.
A lot more focus in the Hilltoppers this game. They've mounted an 11-point edge, or 11 rebound edge. They've done a much better job and taking better care of the basketball. 5 turnovers, still too many, but they're doing a little bit better job taking care of the basketball.
Hilltoppers down to 2-3 zone. They throw it to the foul line for a pull-up jumper by Davis that rattles in and out and back in again. That's his second bucket of the second half. He has 13 in the game.
He did exactly what you need to do. He turned and faced the basket. Charles Bassey didn't come out and challenge him, and he made the short jumper.
Bassey with 18 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 blocks at this point in time of the game. And Charles has it, headed a key on the left side to McKnight. McKnight to the foul line in the paint, had it punched away from behind. That's his 5th turnover. And here comes Davis against McKnight. Gives it up to Brewer. Brewer's out top, shoots a 3 over McKnight, and missed it. Bassey's with the 11th rebound. Here's it in the hands of Hollingsworth, who has 20. 3rd time this year he's had at least 20 in a game. Had 26 in the opener against Northern Iowa. And had a 23-point game against Charlotte, and now 20 today as Osalwe's pass is knocked away by Brewer on the sideline. Rick Stansberry made his 615th halftime speech as a head man at halftime today when the Hilltoppers are down by 5. Apparently it worked.
Are you counting those games that he got credit for winning but actually wasn't there?
I guess I'll have to count those.
Yeah, you have to go back and add that up now.
McKnight fouled as he dribbled it to the left block. He'll shoot 2. Petar fouled him.
Kravakovic.
Yeah, Petar.
Kravakovic. You got to get that first syllable with the kra. I always want to put the P first, and that gets me in trouble every time. I have to look at my cheat sheet.
With as much pro tennis as I watch, I should be able to pronounce names like that. McKnight will shoot 2, and that one's perfect.
Sometimes you get in ruts mentally and physically. There are certain holes in the golf course that I play over and over again that I'll hit the same ball out of bounds every time just because I know it's there.
Like 10 Cup?
Very similar. Yeah.
McKnight's one of 9 college freshmen this year to have, as he makes the free throw, at least 105 points, 75 rebounds, 75 assists, and 20 steals. So he is an all-around player. He hits a pair of free throws. The Hilltoppers lead back to 17 over the Panthers at 64-47. WKU well on their way to their 8th consecutive conference victory since that overtime loss, or the loss here at home against Louisiana Tech by 5. Paytar.
Kravaka pitch.
Hits a 3 in the corner. 64-50. He's averaging 4 points a game off the bench for the Panthers. Tavion now has it front court. McKnight has it in the middle. Next up for Hollingsworth is Brett McNeil. 5th all-time in scoring is McNeil. And right now, Tavion's 50 points away. Bassey between the circles. Crossing over, held, no foul. Jumper over Corrigan from 12. Banked it up too hard. Rebounded by McKnight, knocked away. Bassey got it back and put it in.
Thank you very much. Bassey, the recipient of a kind bounce, right in his arms, turned around and stuck it off the glass.
Nighttime this year, Bassey's had a 20-point or more game. 66-50. Bassey's led the Hilltoppers in scoring in 6 of the last 7 games. Taking left, coming right is Paytar. To Davis, wide open look from 10, it's in. It's now 66-52, Hilltoppers by 14. Bassey has led the team in scoring this year. Of the 20 games he's played, he's led them in scoring 11 times. Of the 20 games he's played, he's led them in rebounding 19. Bad pass by Cooper, picked off. Then Cooper tomahawks Davis, who intercepted the pass and went to the rim, and Cooper fouled him with 4:51 to go.
17th turnover, so Toppers well on their way to match yesterday's atrocious number of 20, which would be the 5th time they've had 20 or more turnovers in a game if they continue.
I was referring to the game on Thursday with the 20 turnovers against Houston.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yep. Here is Rashad Davis, who has 15 points. 1 for 2 at the foul line today. Panthers attempting their 3rd free throw, and he missed it. The Panthers have played, 75 minutes of basketball and attempted 5 free throws here at Diddle Arena. Lasalway will leave, and he's replaced by Carson Williams.
Well, they're not too eager to shoot them. They only hit it a 66% clip when they get there.
On the year, they average 15 attempts per game, and he misses both short. Here is McKnight down the left sideline. Paytar's all over it. 4:45 to go in the game. Cooper upset, not with Rick for taking him out, just I think with his turnover. He's taking his shoes off on the sideline. And was that McKnight who got in there and scored?
It was.
I was looking at Cooper on the sideline taking his shoes off. McKnight scores at 68-52. Here's Brewer, left side pass to Banks. Lobs it foul line to Davis. Guarding him is Bassey, right side to Paytar. Paytar driving on Rawls, scooping, missing. Rebound Davis, putting it back up and in. He's my favorite player on the Panther team. Rashad Davis, a transfer from UTSA. Hollingsworth slipped and fell down. It's a turnover. Davis gets it, fires it up. He's fouled by Williams. He missed it, but he'll shoot 2.
Tavion skidded over there on that decal that they've got right in the scorer's table there close to the FIU bench. Lost his traction and resulted in a layup and foul on the other end.
Carson prevented Joe Davis from getting to the block to lay it, and he fouled him on the shot, so he'll shoot 2. And he just missed 2 a few seconds ago. He hits that one. When the Hilltoppers were blowing the Panthers out this half, they were not turning it over, and now they are going back to their bugaboo. That's really the Achilles heel of this team is turnovers. Davis hits 2. 68-56, 4:07 left. McKnight in backcourt. Paytar's on him, man on man. They come to double McKnight. Those behind him on the foul line to Rawls. 40-foot pass front court to Bassey on the left wing. Now in the middle to Rawls. Rick tells him to back it out. Rawls looks in that direction, and he'll retreat with his dribble. Paytar guarding him, man on man. 3:47 left as Rawls has the ball between the circles. Gives it now to McKnight. Out front, right wing Williams. Drives on Davis, spins into the middle. Goes up and under, and it is blocked, and a shot clock violation occurs for the 3rd time this game. 3:36 left. WKU 68, the Panthers of FIU 56. And we'll take a timeout. This is a meaty break. You're listening to Hilltopper Basketball and Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield IMG College and ESPN+. Okay, Luke, why don't you drop some? WKU winning by 12 right now at 68-46 as we bring you back on our simulcast on the Hilltopper Sports Network and ESPN+. Hilltoppers are down 5 at half, extended the lead to 17, and now it is at 12 with 3:36 to go.
The Toppers just missed or committed their 19th turnover just going into that timeout.
Jordan Rawls has equaled his career best with 4 made threes this afternoon. Tavian Hollingsworth has 20 points for the Hilltoppers, and Bassey with another double-double, 20 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 block shots. It is his 35th double-double in 65 career games. Hilltoppers are in a zone with a 12-point lead. Brewer over on the left side to Davis in front of his bench. Back to Brewer between the circles. On the right wing to Banks. Behind the back dribble, corralled by McKnight. Traveled, apparently so, maybe not. Threw it back deep to Brewer. 5 on the shot clock. Wings it right side to Davis. Dribbles to his left and fires a long one. Missed it. And McKnight corrals it into free throw line in backcourt. McKnight with 6 rebounds today. Here's last year's Mr. Kentucky, hands it off to a Mr. Kentucky in Hollingsworth from a few years back.
To another Mr. Kentucky.
Williams makes a catch also. As Hal pointed out on Mr. Kentucky. Tavian driving to the right block, stops and pops and missed it. Great rebound by Bassey with his back to the basket. He puts it over his head and in. How about that shot?
Looked like Gumby on that one, had his back to the bucket, got the rebound, and then just hoisted it back over his head.
22 points and 14 rebounds for Bassey today.
3 seconds.
14-point lead. There's a ball that's thrown away. They got under the rim, and the only problem was normally that's a good move, but when Bassey's back there, that big arm of the wall, they're not going to shoot it, so Eubanks from under his basket throws about a 20-foot pass to his player on the right wing and threw it over his head out of bounds. Hollingsworth brings it up in front court. No one's ever played more minutes than Hollingsworth, and only 2 players have started more games than Hollingsworth. Courtney Lee's next on the list. McKnight inside is fouled off the dribble by Banks.
Got clobbered from behind, and I don't think he lost a tooth, but he's readjusting just a little bit.
Banks with his 3rd foul. 2:10 to go from the free throw line today. The Hilltoppers are 7 of 8. All 8 free throws since intermission. The lefty fires it, makes it. Hey, did you know that right now Geico's offering an extra 15% credit on car, motorcycle, and RV policies? That's on top of what Geico could already save you. So what are you waiting for? Visit geico.com to learn more. WKU by 15. It's up and it's no good. By the way, we would like to wish our MTSU comrade, Chip Walters, a happy birthday. He's selling homes today, preparing for MTSU to play someone this weekend. At the foul line is Davis, back to Brewer, top of the key. Bassey comes out and helps. Deep to Davis, back to Brewer in the corner for a Lovett bomb. Tipped by Carson Williams and retrieved by Bassey for his 15th rebound.
7th block for the Hilltoppers on the afternoon.
Cooper's had a couple. Williams grabbed that one. Bassey's had 5. Here comes McKnight into the corner to Rawls, who bombs a 3 and it's short. Carson tried to keep it alive and it's rebounded in the backcourt by Davis. Davis now to Brewer, the minute 20 to go. Leaves it behind him to Lovett, back to Brewer. Over on the right for a Davis shot. No, it's a backside rebound by who? Off of FIU. Williams for the Tops and Lovett for the Panthers fighting for it. Charles Bassey will be leaving today. 22 points on 9 of 13 shooting. 15 rebounds and 5 block shots for Charles Bassey.
Fine afternoon for Charles. Another fine afternoon. He'll get warm round of applause from the fans here in Diddle Arena.
Tavian Hollingsworth with his 3rd game of at least 20 points checking out as well. You're looking at 2 great Hilltoppers, and Charles Bassey is one of the greatest Hilltoppers who have ever played here with the year he's putting together in his junior season.
Last year,
court is McKnight.
Last year broke his leg only 10 games into the season, so a year of rehab. got him to where he is right now, and really tip of the cap to the Hilltoppers training folk, John Irwin, and the orthopedic folks that got Charles put back together.
Cozart checking in, and Lovett went right at Cozart, and Isaiah fouls him. Isaiah's not going to let Lovett hit a layup.
No.
Cozart played 11 minutes yesterday and had 6 points and 4 rebounds.
We interviewed Isaiah on our radio post-game show, and very well-spoken young man. Terribly shy, he just doesn't say very much, but into computer sciences, a very smart young man, great student. Rick Stansberry has always been complimentary of Isaiah Cozart and his work ethic.
Lovett hits the free throw. 71-57. Milton is in. Rawls is out. Rawls provided the Hilltoppers with 14 points today, starting for Josh Anderson, who's out with the ankle sprain. Free throw rims in and out. Milton has the rebound, and Milton gives it up in backcourt. And what happened here? He gets it back from McKnight, and a whistle ball knocked out of Milton's hands. It'll be FIU basketball.
Well, I don't think Kravakovic ever touched the ball, but he knocked him down. The official just graciously gave the ball back to WKU and didn't call a foul.
Hilltoppers up by 14.
What are we doing here?
We're going to converse and see who the ball is actually off of.
There we go. We got to have our obligatory review with 42 seconds left in this one in a 14-point game.
Sometimes it's a bad time for a review like this one, but it's never a bad time if you're having some problems with your internet or stuff at work, to give JBK Network Consulting a call. They're the most experienced Cisco systems partners in Kentucky, with a complete line of data and personal identity protection, Panasonic iPro security access control, and state-of-the-art camera systems. It protects your company with physical security, and Cisco Systems protects your employees and data from the thieves that you can't see on your company's network. If you ever have a problem like that, jbk.net or 270-796-8935. They master the technological world, and they connect everything.
I knew this is what they were going to do. They went and reviewed to see who it was off of, and it was off of WKU. But again, they can't go back on a review and assess a foul, which is what caused the ball to be dislodged to start with.
Brewer will inbound it from the baseline with 26 on the shot clock. Goes inside the Davis, who rims out a hook shot, got it again, and then put it back up and in, and a quick timeout taken by FIU. Davis is having a nice game for the Panthers. Crowd's really upset about something with 38 seconds to go. Is anyone happy here today?
I'm happy.
Okay, I am
Yourself?
too. I'm very happy.
Chris,
Yeah.
our production guy?
He says he's okay.
Chris is
just sort of okay.
So-so.
Yeah. He may have to go back to work this afternoon. Maybe that's why he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some Gunsmoke and Mayberry reruns to catch up on this afternoon.
I'm glad you cleared that up, because I thought you were going to go like target practicing or something.
No.
Okay. Hilltoppers back at home on Friday against Old Dominion, and it's always difficult to play the Monarchs with their system, slowing it down, very physical team. They'll keep the Hilltoppers from running, and that'll be a 7 o'clock game on Friday and then a 4 o'clock game on Saturday.
Let's take a look at points in the paint, Randy. Hilltoppers with, again, a pretty dominant lead on those paint points, 42-26. Ace Hardware presents points in the paint every Hilltopper game. Ace now has Benjamin Aware paint. Get your next project started with inspiration and expert advice. Visit any of our 3 Bowling Green Ace Marketplace locations and choose your color today.
And with natural gas, you don't have to choose between what's best for our environment and energy that's clean, affordable, and efficient. Reliable natural gas plays an important role in our nation's clean energy future. Atmos Energy is your smart choice for today and generations to come. Cozart makes a catch in backcourt, gives it at the foul line to McKnight, up the right sideline, and Patrick Murphy makes a catch in front of his bench. 22 seconds are left on the shot clock. He throws point circles to Milton. 18 seconds on the shot clock, 24 on the game clock.
Murphy doesn't play much, and the fans here were encouraging him to shoot it, and he almost succumbed to the taunting, but did not do it.
7 on the shot clock. Milton one-on-one dribble. He's at the top of the key, crossing over. He's in the paint, goes up and under. Shot block. Cozart got it back, and it's another shot clock violation as his putback attempt was blocked.
That's the 4th shot clock violation of the day for the Hilltoppers in this game.
8 seconds are left, and this will be FIU's last chance to score. Paytar bombing it from way out front, low in the iron, got his own rebound. 3 again to buzzer. That one's hard, and this one is over. And the Hilltoppers have won their 8th in a row in conference play. They move to 17-5. and 10-2 in Conference USA. Meanwhile, the Panthers fall to 2-15 in the league and 9-17 overall.
Well, good series win by the Hilltoppers. 8th in a row. Got a chance to make it 9-10 as they will have the makeup series with Old Dominion here Friday, 7 o'clock in Diddle Arena. And I'm sorry, yeah, Friday at 7 o'clock and Saturday at 4 o'clock.
After trailing by 5 at halftime, the Hilltoppers rally to outscore FIU by 17 in the second half and get it done this afternoon by the final score of 71-59. Yesterday, the Hilltoppers won it 91-58, and today it's a 71-59 final. Once again, WKU back in action on Friday against Old Dominion at 7, Saturday at 4. Both games here at Diddle Arena. For Hal Schmidt, Chris Bratcher, Luke Howlett, and our on-site producer, Sheldon Bossett. I'm Randy Lee. Once again, today's final score, Top 71, FIU 59.